Hello, I'm FGX, and welcome back to the Minecraft update videos. They have some pretty good news to share with you all, and it is to do with Minecraft 1.14, because there is a brand new beta or snapshot update available to download right now for the Java edition. It's called 18W458, because it's the first snapshot in the 45th week of 2018, and the big thing we were all excited for in the snapshot, or at least myself and a lot of others were excited for, was the fact that last week they added 9 brand new blocks with no real function. They all exist in the game, they all look pretty exciting, but none of these have any real functionality outside of the hopper thing. So we were excited to see them actually get functions in this snapshot. However, Dinnerbone very clearly says at the very start that although it's been a very busy week at Mojang, they have been working on these features, it's just they couldn't make it into this week's snapshot. So there's many more snapshots to come before the end of the year where these features will get their actual functions, but for now we have kind of like an off week for snapshots, which is what makes this one so interesting because it is just 3 features in this update, but they're 3 pretty cool features. There's brand new sign capabilities, again another sign update. We've also got scaffolding, which I think is really cool, and we've also got the most exciting of the 3, which is Illager patrols, a brand new mob event that can occur. So yeah, 3 big features we'll be showing off one by one in today's video, as well as talking about some other Minecraft news because Jasper confirmed some new blocks are being worked on, and also, interestingly enough to me, we have a big event happening where Minecraft is announcing something in a few days' time. So we'll talk about all those things as kind of the big once a week Minecraft news video, which I hope you do all enjoy. This, if you do, please do like this and let me know because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do like this. It's kind of like a replacement for the feature previews I used to do back in the day, where we went really in depth into one new feature, which was on Java and not quite on other platforms. But now it's like, it's on Java now, it's going to be on Bedrock very shortly, and it's kind of cool to see features as they're being developed because these features are literally hours old, like the first one here, which is brand new sign capabilities. So yeah, in this update, there are brand new things you can do with signs. The first one, so as well as the fact that we have brand new sign, colors for the sign itself, we've got birch, dark oak, etc., and brand new colors for the text on the sign. What you can also do is you can now, have a cursor when you type on a sign. So if you wanted to say, hello, I'm IBX Toycat, or I'm just Toycat, for instance, and you're like, yep, that's a good sign. Oh no, I meant to say hello in Toycat. Previously, you would not be able to use your cursor like this, but now you can literally update the sign on the go just like this. Boom, now you can say hello in Toycat, or oh, hello, I'm Toycat with exclamation mark. Previously, you'd have to cross off the entire sign, go back there, and then go forwards. It's a huge improvement to have a cursor on the sign, because you can also go back across multiple lines. So if you say like, just lots of nonsense on these lines, you want to go back up here and be like, no, hello, I'm Toycat 2, because I'm not the first Toycat, then yeah, this is a new thing you can do. It makes sign editing a lot easier in my opinion, being able to go across signs, do whatever you want with them, and it's just kind of a wonderful little update. However, by itself, it's not the biggest thing. We also have, besides selection support and an actual cursor, we also have copy-paste support. So copy-paste only works if your text is smaller than the sign, so this is the max length thing you can copy-paste, or that plus a few more exclamation marks. But yeah, it only works for certain lengths of text. However, now if you want to, you can now spam text on signs, which is wonderful in my opinion, because you can write Toycat as yes over and over again on a sign. So yeah, copy-paste support exists on signs. Admittedly, this is probably going to increase the amount of spam of the same stuff, which, does suck if you don't like seeing the same sign everywhere. However, it is just one of those things where it's like, there's upsides, there's downsides. If you're on a PC, as in Java, or eventually Windows 10, being able to copy-paste just makes sense. Most other text boxes allow you to do it. It's up to the server or the game world or whatever else to kind of police that if you want. Like, just tell people, don't be jerks of signs, don't do too many Toycat as yes signs, and then you'll be good. At least that's my opinion. Again, it's kind of like a controversial thing in some ways, but it is worth noting. Next up here, we've got scaffolding. So scaffolding is a brand new block in Minecraft, and although it's been on the the Bedrock edition for some time, it's only just made its way onto the Java edition. So given that I didn't know how to craft it, and maybe you don't know how to as well, then here is how you make scaffolding. You get 6 bamboo, very easy to get blocks, so not really a struggling recipe. You get 1 bit of string, which is to tie the bamboo together, I assume, like in the lore world of things, and then you get 6 scaffolding. So every bamboo equals 1 scaffolding, which means that if you have any amount of bamboo farm, or even just find a big amount of bamboo, because it spawns in huge quantities, you can make a lot of scaffolding, probably enough for your entire Minecraft's world use from 1 bamboo farm. It's seriously, you get a lot of scaffolding, and yeah, how do you use scaffolding? It's kind of like how people use dirt towers or sand towers before this. It makes building in survival a lot more like building in creative, because if you're in creative and you want to place a block just up here, it's easy. If you're in survival, you want to do that exact same thing, it's a bit of a nightmare. So if we hop into survival, just to show you my exact point, if I wanted to place a block up there, which, it's all the way up there, how do I do that? I jump and I can't reach, except now what we have is we have scaffolding. So scaffolding is one of the least physical blocks in the game, in that like you can walk through it and barely notice, besides the tiny bit of slowing down, because it is designed to just be a block which exists in the background to what you're actually making, say a magma tree for instance. So yeah, if you want to do it after this update, what you have to do is you can climb up your scaffolding. There's two ways to do this. You can kind of like hop up slowly, or you can just hold the spacebar, again, or A button, or relevant control on your edition, and then you can get up the scaffolding, which is wonderful. So yeah, scaffolding is interesting because you can go down it really easily as well. It's like a ladder, but you can kind of like hop up if you want to. And yeah, just has to be noted that scaffolding is a really, really exciting way to be able to climb up stuff and get down stuff much, much easier. Because the exciting thing about scaffolding, in my opinion, is the fact that you can really easily destroy it. It's kind of gravity affected. If we want to, we can destroy the entire thing just here, and boom, it's going to come falling down like a house of cards, or scaffolding in this case. And you can also build it up really, really quickly, because unlike any other block in the game that I'm aware of, you can kind of just stack it up from the ground. So if you want, we can make that, then another one. And as you can see, we're placing scaffolding. It's not just magically appearing nowhere. We're making a huge tower all the way up here, because that's how scaffolding works. So yeah, scaffolding is a really exciting block in terms of if you want to get up high to work on a Minecraft build, but maybe then go a bit lower to work on it from here, then go a bit higher, etc. Scaffolding is a great way to do that. Also, it should be noted, scaffolding is one of the weirdest blocks, not just in terms of the fact that you can place it in weird ways, but also because of the fact that it doesn't quite work like ladders in a way that you might expect. So let's try and get down here, by the way. It doesn't quite work like ladders in all the ways that you might traditionally expect. One of the biggest ones is the fact that you can't really jump onto the side of it. If I jump from here to there, let's just say bad things happen. You know what, let me just show you. As you can see, so actually, you know, last time I tried it didn't work. But yeah, jumping from scaffold to scaffold is really kind of tricky. It's not like a ladder in that it breaks your fall. You have to kind of really hope when you're jumping into it. It's mildly inconsistent in that way, but also probably can be used for new things. Again, inconsistent behavior with modern Minecraft standards means exciting new Minecraft standards in another way. But the other interesting thing about it is you can only ever get 4 blocks away from the center of gravity where it's connected to the ground. This is a confusing rule to properly explain, and I don't entirely understand all the ins and outs of it. But basically, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. After I go more than 4 blocks in any direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I try to place another scaffold, what's going to happen is it won't work. It just goes right down to the ground because it's gravity affected, which is pretty weird because you can actually make a big tower this way if you want to. But it just means that you need to connect to the ground at least every 4 blocks, and that goes, you know, taxi cab distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It does the exact same thing as you can see. You got to do the exact same distance, or it falls right down, and that is probably going to mess you up at some point if you're not expecting it. So yeah, long story short, scaffolding, you have to make it as a tower near your structure. You can build a little towards your structure, but you can't use it as like a sky block, which is kind of a sad thing because it looks amazing in the sky in my opinion. And let me talk about that a bit more actually, because the biggest thing about this is it allows you to get up really easily. It's a cheap block, it's an easy to craft block, it's just an easy to get in general block. However, the thing about it that I find interesting is that it is a really exciting looking block. Like I said, it's a non-physical block. It's a block you can run through and which barely exists, you know, it's a cube. But also, as you can see right here, if you connect it to something and it's just in the sky, you can make these really cool, like, not holographic, but like, you know, kind of central cubes, which is, you know, kind of a great looking thing. Also, it allows you to kind of jump up 2 blocks, just like this, as you can see. So you have nothing on this block down here, and then you stand inside the block. You can jump on top of it, which is kind of cool. Again, I think Builder's going to have a lot of possibilities of this. Just off the top of my head, I was like, oh, you put a bed on it, and it's like a build tower. Look how exciting that is. But no, there are lots of possibilities with scaffolding for builders, both in terms of actually building things. But I think if you're, you're really, into building, you really like playing around with blocks, seeing what they can do, I think this has a lot of weird potentials in your build. So yeah, scaffolding is one of the most overlooked, weirdest, and potentially most useful blocks for builders. However, if you're not a builder, the uses are pretty limited. Also, if you're a creative builder, the uses are near nothing besides bell towers and and the like. So yeah, keep that in mind as we move on to the third big feature in this update, which is Illager patrols. So an Illager patrol, in case you don't know too much about them, is a mob event that can happen randomly in any plains, savanna, desert, or taiga biome. You might think, why those 4 biomes? That's an odd combination. But basically, pillager events, they're a thing that can happen in any given biome where you can find villagers. You can also find the Illagers. So I wouldn't be surprised if when jungle villagers come out and any other types of villagers, we'll also see the pillager raids start to spawn there. So again, they're called Illager patrols. They're just patrolling the area, keeping it safe. But the interesting thing is these are Illager patrols, not pillager patrols. These are actually Illager, not pillager, which is a really distinct difference to make because they look really similar. So we have a second one just over here, just to show off the fact that they spawn with random types of Illagers all over the place. So this is the pillager beast. He spawns regardless. There's one of these beasts, but then there's 4 compatriots that come along with with him, there's this guy, which is a Vindicator, just keep that safe, and then there's this guy, which is the Pillager. So there's Illagers and Pillagers spawned together here. I'm not sure if that's like a placeholder to have the Vindicators there, and that's why they said they could build a second weapon, because, you know, he wields an axe when you come out, because they have said that the second weapon isn't going to be a new one. So yeah, we don't know for sure exactly why the Illagers and the Pillagers get together. Are they the same people? Do they, you know, like, because these guys defend their mansions, these guys go attack people. Are they just in the same group and some have different purposes? We don't know the lore behind it. We don't even know why exactly Illagers and Pillagers spawn together, if they are the same group or whatever. But we do know that you'll get one of these beasts always, which always drops the saddle, which is great, as well as some of these guys potentially, which drop crossbows, and then these guys, which are good for emeralds. Basically, when you find these groups, they're going to be really good in terms of the potential, but really hard to take down. So again, they don't have any real, you know, amazing function in taking down villages right now, but they do have a function in destroying you if you try to fight them in survival. Think about it. This beast is already a mess to fight, then it's got a crossbow guy on top of it, and then it's got two crazy hard to fight melee people, and then we've got a crossbow guy here. So basically, this is some pretty hard stuff, I would say late game content, pretty well, and in case you are curious, there is something fun on the top here. On top of the Illager beast, you'll find one of the guys always has this banner attached to him. So this banner right here, which you can't actually physically grab from him, but if we kill the guy, which we'll totally do right now, but if we kill him, then what we'll totally be able to do is we'll be able to grab his banner, and the interesting thing about this banner right here is it, as you can see, it has like a slightly yellowed text to it. You can see exactly how it was made, which I think is kind of great. And yeah, if you want to get Illager banners, if you want to show off that you've killed them, you can kind of take this as your, you know, your trophy, the fact that, look, I killed an Illager raid this time. As you can see, I got the banner. Then another time, so on and so forth. You can kind of tally up your wins against the Illager beasts and against the Illager patrols, which I think is really, really great. And again, I would expect that, one, this feature will be rolled out to more biomes as they officially bring, you know, villagers to them, because it's kind of like a secret that they'll be coming to jungles and stuff, even though it was shown in trailers. But then, as well as that, I expect they'll also actually do raids on villagers at some point. I expect they're called patrols right now, but these are the things that look like what we saw in the trailer, so expect to see some crossbowmen coming to a village near you, and probably destroying it too. But until we have, like, the bell being useful, or some proper way for the villagers to defend themselves, I mean, like, if a player, most players, with the stuff you have right now, will probably get wrecked by these guys. Unless you have a lot of enchanted gear, or you have, like, you know, you're pretty confident yourself, you know how to take down a group of enemies one by one, this is enough to wreck you. The beast is enough to wreck most people by himself. Combine that with 4 dudes following him. I mean, in this case, we got 2 next to each other, so it's like 2 dudes following, and you get yourself a recipe for some pretty weird pain. Also, should be noted, the Illager banner is in, like, italic yellow text, which is kind of an odd thing, to show that it's a legit one, maybe, I don't know for sure. And also, it has to be noted that the whole Illager patrol thing is kind of like a, you know, like a first version. Expect to see this change a whole bunch, not only in the ways I mentioned, but in other ways too. And also, maybe expect to see another type of Illager spawn in the group, because right now there's just 2 types. I expect we might see a third. Oh, and I should note just before the end here, if you want to find one of these Pillager patrols in your own world, they spawn randomly. It's a mob event. It just happens as a really rare chance. Or not particularly rare, but like as a rare chance. And finding 2 together, really, really rare. Don't know how it just magically happened right here. Just that does have to be noted though, that there's no, like, you know, it's not like a seed you'll find them on. There's nothing like that. It's just a thing that does exist. So before we move on to the news, it does have to be also noted that this update officially added something which was added last week, but didn't actually work until just now. As you can see, in this particular case, we have something called program art. So this is the classic look of Minecraft versus the default look and feel of Minecraft. When you have program art installed, all of the old textures, which, you know, have been changed in this update and will be changed in this update, will go back to how they were before. I expect this will also be some form of option on Bedrock. Again, we don't know exactly how, why, etc. But yeah, it means that if you want to go back to how Minecraft used to be, your old golden characters, etc., you still kind of can. I really, really, really do recommend that you don't shift to the old textures immediately, because if you don't learn to like them now, then you probably never will. But, you know, do whatever you want in that regard. It's just nice to have the option built into Minecraft, and it means that if you want to do comparisons between new and old, program art is there for you to make things easy. So here's all the, you can see it's weird seeing like old textures for new blocks mixed in with new textures for new blocks. It's gonna do some weird things to your world overall. It means that you'll see your Minecraft different to everyone else, but I like having the option there, and I think it's good to have, but we'll see how that goes down later down the line when Minecraft 1.14 fully does release. So with that now said and out of the way, let's talk about some Minecraft news, because interestingly enough, you know, Jasper, while confirming that there were no new textures in this update, he said he was working on some new Village Illager stuff stuff, which means there are brand new textures and stuff being worked on by him. Of course, we know there are new things in this update, but it basically confirms there are new blocks as well, because that's what he primarily focuses on. So expect to see even more blocks in this update. You know, you might figure like 60 brand new blocks. That's gonna be the point where they say, okay, we're kind of finished now. No, that is not the point where they say they're finished. There is lots more to come in future Minecraft updates, which is kind of again, it's somewhere between like crazy and also cool. So I'm excited to see what those new blocks are, as well as new mobs or anything he's working on, because it has been taking up his entire week, which means no new textures. The other thing is, of course, what do we think about these blocks right here? I've seen actually, it's interesting enough, like a few days after I released my video saying, yeah, it's the new crafting recipes, here's how Dinnerbone said it, I saw a few videos that were like, okay, the mystery's been solved, no one knows what any of these things do, but I think, on my own research, it's crafting maybe. And it's like, well, I mean, we've had Dinnerbone say specifically he wants crafting, especially for fireworks as well. So yeah, that's what these blocks are. They are going to be crafting related, except, you know, these three, of course. But, you know, there's going to be some crafting use for these two blocks and this one, definitely. And then maybe for the stone cutter and the stone grinder. That just has to be said right off the bat. However, exactly what they'll do, exactly what remit they'll cover, and if they'll remove things from the crafting table too, that has yet to be known. Also, how we craft them, those are the things we need to know in upcoming updates. So just in case you're curious, like, oh, did someone really solve it? No, we know for sure. Also, something that should be noted that I think a lot of people aren't aware of this, is that if you go to spectator mode and you check out these blocks, you can see how there is a furnace, and there is a barrel. So yeah, you can actually interact with these three blocks. I don't know why only in spectator mode, but it's a thing you can do. And interesting enough, the barrel has 27 slots. I've seen so many videos claiming the barrel has 42 slots, 36 slots. It has 27. I said it in my own video, but here is the proof. Again, I think people must have miscounted, maybe? I'm not sure how people miscounted, or maybe they came up with numbers from nowhere, but there is there's 27 slots. It's the same as your inventory. It just says barrel at the top. And then here's the crazy thing, though. If you go into a furnace, a blast furnace or a smoker, both of these items share an inventory, not only with furnaces, which are nearby, but every other single type of the smoker in your world, every other single type of your blast furnace in the world, they have the same stuff in them, which is really weird in my opinion. It's kind of like an ender chest, or like, like something like that, but it's across the entire world, although these two actually have different ones. Oh, because I put the blocks for the hoppers in there. But yeah, anything that's put in there manually kind of syncs across all of them that you place after that point, which I find weird. I don't get it. That's kind of an odd thing. So yeah, we do have an update towards the situation. We know that there's some crafting blocks here. We know this is some form of furnace. We know that this barrel has some, use, maybe with even the new berries, but we don't know what. That's why we're waiting for snapshots. Just so you know. So now let's go back to survival, just because it's weird being in spectator for too long, and let's talk about the other Minecraft news besides Jasper knows new stuff. We know more about the mysteries because something is happening on Saturday. So Xbox is doing an event. Xbox is the kind of gaming division of Microsoft. Even when they're not referring to just Xbox. But yeah, Xbox is doing a big event this Saturday, and with such an event, you'll learn about Forza, for instance, which, as a Minecraft player, there's some possibility you care about. But the big thing is that Minecraft is going to be one of the big things at this event, because Helen Xiang, who's the head of Minecraft, when stuff like this comes up, she's going to be doing some form of talk on Saturday. So we don't know how big an announcement it is. It could just be like, hey guys, we got a great announcement. Minecraft is getting the 1.14 update soon. And that's, just sharing it with the wider Xbox audience that might not be aware of it. But also a possibility, and maybe a more exciting one, depending on your opinion, is the fact that this is going to be something big, because it's a big stage where they announce their big Xbox stuff. So the two big possibilities that come up there are super duper graphics, or Minecraft dungeons, or something else entirely, or maybe just an announcement for proper release dates and new gameplay footage for 1.14. There's a lot of possibilities happening on Saturday. It's worth noting the Java team hasn't been tweeting about it, so I would expect Minecraft dungeons or Minecraft super duper, but something's happening on Saturday. I'll let you know a little while after the event what exactly went down. You can watch it live, of course, if you want to. The Xbox live streams, you'll probably hear something about it soon at the time. But yeah, expect something soon. I'm kind of excited. I hope you did enjoy this video, by the way. Like I said, every single day there's a snapshot, particularly when it's a big one. I feel like we should dive into them with some more detail, see exactly what's going on, and talk about every single part of the snapshot in great depth, as well as talk about the latest news. Let me know if you think that's a great idea, because I really love the feature previews. I love diving into Minecraft in depth, being like, why is it that you can't probably jump into them? Why is it that sometimes, in creative, when you jump onto these, you can't? It just almost kills you. There's weird features that you can find with kind of things if you just keep playing around with them. And that's why, I like these, because it's an opportunity to talk about each and every one of those, as well as the weird building possibilities. And if you like the video, let me know with a comment down below. Share if you really liked it. Subscribe if you're subscribe if you're new around here. And make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you don't do it with a debug stick, though, because it does vanish when you do that, sadly enough. Make sure you hit the bell, though, because that's a really exciting thing that you can do. What is going on here, by the way? Oh, it looks like we broke Minecraft. So with that said, thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to learn more about 1.14, I'm going to have linked down below all of the 1.14 videos so far, so you can learn about the last 2 snapshots, the huge snapshots, by the way, and you can also learn about some building possibilities 1.14. All that stuff is going to be covered in a playlist linked down below. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll enjoy this, and I'll see you all for a live stream later. Goodbye.